Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 3 Tatarigoroshi. So last time Keiichi was called to go into a real battle, but when he arrived it was a baseball game and a grudge match between the Hinamizawan fighters, right? And then the Okonomiyan Titans, if I'm correct. And then we also saw a new character last time called Irie. We haven't really seen much of him. Just a small snippet, right? So let's continue. Let's see what happens as the baseball game is pretty much still continuing, right? So Satoko's plan was definitely simple but scrupulous. It even looked like the entire situation had gone according to her calculations. The fact that we were losing by 1 point, the fact that I had come late, the fact that Satoko was the last batter. It even felt kind of like this had been set up before the game even started. There had been a long time out since I got here. And during that time, the opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, took a bathroom break. Even that felt calculated. No, this is Satoko we're talking about, so maybe she gave him a laxative somehow, calculated to get him to use the bathroom at this exact moment. And while he was a long way off, shut up in the bathroom, our plan would begin. The opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, there he was. In front of the urinal, pleasantly taking care of business. He thought it was only natural he would win at a grass lot game like this and relax enough to relieve himself without a care in the world. Maybe that's how he wanted to appear. However, his relaxed state was itself our chance. Right now, he already conceded to our club. I too casually walked into the bathroom. There were 3 urinals. Kameda-kun was doing his business at the farthest one. I went to the one next to him. Normally, he would leave one urinal open. Kameda-kun seemed to notice me. I had stood right next to him after all. True though, like normally, if it's not full, if you're gonna use the urinals, you always leave a one spot, right? But this is weird.
なんだ誰かと思えば大ピンチヒッター様じゃないか
He recalled seeing me swing the golf club around like an idiot and he couldn't seem to resist the urge to laugh. I, however, wasn't frustrated in the slightest. The match had already been won the moment I arrived. The game had been decided as a big upset for a team. So now all I had to do was push things along exactly how Satoko planned. I'm the one who should be laughing.
Keiichi-kun, うまくやれるかな? 大丈夫でしたよ。本気のケイイチさんならこんなの朝飯前ですわ。
Tomita-kun and Okumura-kun, our underclassmen, asked another question with much trepidation.
本当に前原さんはあのピッチャーを攻略できるんですか？
あんたたち、ケイちゃんと同じクラスで生活してて何にも感じないわけ？彼はね、ゆくゆくはあの力で世界を制するかもしれない。
What?
ケイちゃんと組めば世界制覇は容易だな。
世界?
Our teammates exchange glances. Did Maibara-senpai really have such incredible strength? Just what kind of strength could that be? My question caused Kameda-kun to stare in bewilderment, and for a moment he didn't know what to say.
悪いちょっとよく聞こえなかったもう一度言ってくれるか
I smiled thinly, looking straight ahead, and said it once more clearly.
もう一度だけ言う。俺たちを勝たせろ。
Right to the point. No threats or beating around the bush or anything. Kameda's brain couldn't figure out the meaning of what I said, and I could clearly tell he was confused.
バカも休み休み俺たちを勝たせろだお前正気か
俺からの要求は伝えた。 返事はどっちだ？イエスかノーか。
Yes or no, sir?
そんなの迷うまでもない。誰がお前らを勝たせるもんか。お前の頭は少し変じゃないのか。
Kameda didn't hide his bewilderment. He didn't want to be around someone who would babble on like this for another second. Those thoughts spilled into his expression and he quickly moved to leave the bathroom.
亀田君、君にとって勝利は何だ？
決まってる。尊く絶対的で至上目的だ。それは他の何にも変えられない。
He grinned lightly as he answered as if to make fun of me.
スポーツマンらしい返事だな。勝利こそ絶対、何にも変えられないってわけだ。
そんなのは当たり前だろ。どんな脅しにも買収にも勝利を放棄させるような対価は存在しない。
I was waiting for those words. After spinning around 3.5 times, pointing right at Kameda's face.
ならば聞くべきじゃないのか。それほど尊い勝利を放棄させるに値するどんな対価が提供されるのかを。
何をバカなことを。そんなもの存在するわけがない。
He was denying it, but he stopped. He stopped. He was waiting. He was waiting for me to present some attractive conditions.
君は雑誌のインタビューに好物は焼肉で嫌いなものは甘いものだと答えたらしいが、それは嘘じゃないのかい？
何？
例えば君が焼肉食い放題に行ったとする。君が皿に持ってくるのは一体何だ？ロースかカルビか牛タンの山か？違うよな。君が持ってくるのは肉じゃない。食い放題のプリンやゼリーやケーキなのだ。女の子が喜びそうな綺麗で可愛らしくて愛くるしい、そんな洋菓子が大好きなんだよな。
Kameda's face turned utterly pale. Our club already knew what he ate knew that he ate amounted desserts when he went to the grilled meat buffet, and we were really aware of his embarrassment and his weakness for sweets despite his age. Kameda-kun couldn't possibly have known that particular grilled meat buffet chain in Shishibone was owned by a member of the Tsunozaki family. I'll have to be careful when I go out to eat with my parents from now on.
違う。
Now we got Rika-chan's song.
俺が好きなのは豪快な骨付きの。
違う。お前が好きなのは色とりどりのクリームで優しく可愛らしく盛り付けられたデザートなのだ。まるでフリルやリボンで飾り付けられた無垢な汚れを知らぬ少女を連想させる、そんな透き通った少女のような可愛いデザートをニキビだらけの欲望丸出しのスポーツ狩りが怪我するようにバリバリとむしゃむしゃと。
言うな
そうだ、お前はデザートを食べてめでているんじゃない。怪我し蹂躙ししゃぶり尽くしているだけ。お前はデザートを怪我して楽しんでいるだけなんだ。
ギャー、もうダメだ。知られてしまった。
What the hell is happening, man?
俺の密かな楽しみが知られてしまった。もう生きていけない。死ぬしか。
They won and Keiichi broke him.
バカ野郎、命を粗末にするな。
I hit him on the side of the head as hard as I could. Kameda-kun fell down like a girl. His eyes started watering and he broke down.
こんな変なことを考えてデザートを食べているのはきっと世界で俺だけだ。俺は爽やかなスポーツマンのふりをした隠れスケベなんだ。
そうだ、お前はスケベだ。
This time I didn't hit him. Instead, I clapped my hands down onto his
わ
shoulders.
めくなカメだ。男がスケベで何が悪い。男はすべからくスケベだ。だがそれを認めるか否かで男の器は天と地の差を持つのだ。お前は自分に素直だった。それを自慢していい。威張っていい。自分を誇りに思え。
Instead of blaming him, I told him to have pride in himself, and Kameda-kun couldn't hide his confusion.
そうだ。そして俺はお前に感銘を受けたのだ。デザートはただ単に食後に食べる甘いもの。今までずっとそう思ってた。それは間違ってた。お前がそれを教えてくれたんだ。お前に出会ったおかげで俺は明日から同じデザートを一味も二味も違った味わい方ができるようになるだろう。例えばいちごのショートケーキ。
Strawberry shortcake. Gulp. Kameda's throat cried out.
いちごのショートケーキの地味さはそうだ、どこか古風なロックメーカー華やかなりし頃の正統派のメイドを思わせる。スカートが短いこびた近代メイドじゃないぞ。正統派の清掃の本格派。
いちごしかありません。こんなものしかご用意できませんが、どうかご賞味くださいませ。
というつつましやかさがいいよな。
ご賞味くださいませ。
燃える。
萌え。
いちごしかないからこそ柔らかく主張したクリームのデコレーションはさしずめ、フリルやレース、刺繍飾りのようなものだよな。それを上品な貴族のご主人様のようにフォークで切り分け、いやいや、それを下劣に油汗を浮かせた悪のご主人様のようにしゃぶりつくところがワイルドなのか。いや、それよりイチゴを取った後のくぼみの方がイケてるよな。そこに舌を這わせたら、ああ、それってどんな味なんだよ。
いちごを取った後のくぼみ。
俺もう辛抱できないや。帰りはエンジェルモードでショートケーキを開けるまで見つめて俺のためだけに美しく着飾った少女たちを
That laugh, man.
身を寄せ合って震える少女たちを一人ずつ順番に一つ食べるごとに次はどの子にしようかと顎をこうふいと持って品定めをして
Please translate girls as cake, alright? Keiichi-kun seemed to be talking about cake combination platters, emphasis mine.
めでるように顎をこうクイッと持って。
Has there ever been a man such as this who could speak so passionately about a single piece of strawberry shortcake? No, there has not. There has never been, I say. Such passionate feelings are trying to mellow away the stubbornness in Kameda's mind.
カメだ、もう一度だけ言う。 俺たちを勝たせろ。
それは。
ならもういい。お前には頼まん。
I rejected Kameda outright and turned on my heel.
もういいや。この試合は負けだ負け。もうこんな試合どうでもいいや。そんなことより試合が終わったらエンジェルモートに行ってフリルとリボンで西洋人形のように飾られた美少女たち振り放題で行こうかな。今夜は豪快に徹底的に食い散らかしじゃ
食い放題。
Thud. Despite this being the bathroom, Kameda-kun put both his hands on the floor. What is happening? I was wrong.
どうした亀田君。言いたいことがあるならはっきりと言え。
こんなあなたみたいな人に出会ったのは初めてです。俺は今まで自分はどこか変じゃないかとずっと思って隠れて楽しんできたのに。
何を躊躇するか歪償が。さっき言ったはずだ。認めるか否かが男の分岐路なのだ。貴様は胸を張れるべき男。さあ手を差し出せ。自らの偉大さを示してみろ。俺と一緒に俺たちの世界を認めるんだ。
Clap. Kameda-kun was crying tears of gratitude, unable to speak. That was the moment we exchanged the most zealous handshake in the world has ever known. The handshake of the bond of our souls, ardent and intense, tight and steadfast. For a long time we remained that way. It was an enthusiastic handshake, as though we were two brothers, separated at birth, embracing each other tightly, as though it would give us back the time we had spent apart. That was the moment the man who would pass into legend for eating so much during Angel Mort's all-you-can-eat dessert day that as he was banned from the restaurant forevermore was born. He would eventually write in his autobiography that our meeting this day was his fate. But none of that had anything to do with this.
じゃあ後でな。とりあえず試合は今話した通りの手はずで頼むぜ。
With just that, I turned on my heel and made to leave the bathroom. But then Kameda-kun stopped me.
待ってくれ。せめてあんたの名前を聞かせてくれ。
俺か？俺の名は前原圭一。いや。
I kinda didn't feel like using my real name. Anyway, maybe I should lie to him and use a code name.
俺のことはケイと呼べ。
K.
K.
Wait, was that actually an embarrassing name? I left the room or the bathroom behind me at a quick pace, hiding my embarrassment. But from what I heard later, I apparently looked quite gallant coming out like that.
さとこより圭一さんへ。守備はどうでございましたの？
圭一より里子へ。交渉は成功。エンジェルモートで俺と奴のデザート食い放題で妥結した。ミオン、問題ないな。
エンジェルモートにデザート食べ放題で2席ね。了解。手配しとくよ。
どういう風に交渉したのか実に気がかりなのです。きっとデザートの美味しい話で盛り上がったに違いないかなはう。
After that, the game started again. We're back to normal now. I entered the batter's box as a pinch hitter in place of Mion, but all of the pieces were already in place. Vroom! Did he get it? The straight pitch whipped by me like a bullet true to its name. The camera people raised their voices in wonder and clicked their shutters. A sharp pitch as always. He's really going places this summer, isn't he? That golf club pinch hitter is standing straight up too. But doesn't Kameda-kun look a little strange? It's like he's got a cold sweat. I patted my shoulders with my bat and then sneered at him in a relaxed voice.
どうした亀田君、今日は不調かな？
Dude, we actually have his sprite here. This is Kameda? Okay. I thought it was gonna be much more older.
この程度の球じゃ笑っちゃってバットを振る気にもならないぜ。
おのれ。
The next pitch, with the same incredible speed as before, it curved sharply and should have thrown off the batter's skill. But Keiichi didn't move at all. He just watched coolly.
直球投手に小細工は不要だよ、亀田君。こんなカーブに引っかかってくれるのかい？この辺りのバッターは。
Both the reporters and all the people watching noticed something was strange here. Was Oshima Kameda the pitcher who conquered Koshi in losing the mental battle? The next straight pitch had incredible speed again, but it went a little wild. It was a ball. I snorted, not even bothering to get ready for it.
どうした亀田君、そんなにど真ん中が怖いのかい？まさか天下の亀田君がフォアボールなんてことはないだろうな。
くそー。
The abnormal, unexpected situation spread confusion throughout the reporters.
何者だよ、あの前原圭一って男は。あの剛速球を前にしてここまでの余裕とは。叶わないと見て空威張りをしてるだけさ。あんな不真面目そうな男にあの亀田が打たれるはずはない。いや、私ははったりとは思えないな。超一流は同じく超一流を見抜くという。あの亀田は紛れもなく超一流。
Why is he whispering like that though?
ならばこそあの謎の男の進化を見抜ける。
A really business person looking guy took off his sunglasses and gazed upon Keiichi.
まさか本当に？
The idiot pinch hitter who came in cheering them on with a golf club was actually a genius?
きっと本人はもう野球に魅力を失いゴルフへの転向を希望しているのだろう。天才スラッガーゴルフ界へ移籍か。
What a tremendous loss for baseball. Stop the presses. We're changing up our sports column. Oh, we're gonna get another.
ボール。これでフルカウントだぞ。
This excessive production was of course all being dramatized by Satoko. The big shots constantly had their eyes on Kameda-kun. If he were to lose easily, they knew the match would have been fixed. Perhaps she wanted this little play of ours to create a mood where it wouldn't be strange for Kameda-kun to lose, but...
さとこ、これどう見てもやりすぎだぞ。
頑張れてございましたよ、ケイイチさん。明日の休会は行っただけですわ。
I don't want any scouts actually coming after me. I am terrified of what would happen when the jig is up. Wait, I can't be making nervous faces right now.
ボール、フォアボール。臆したか亀田君、見損なったぞ。
Kameda-kun hung his head in feigned dejection.
ケイさん、これでバッチリ筋書き通りですよね。
Kei-san.
ああ、でかしたぞ亀田君。この調子で次のバッターも頼むぞ。こんな試合とっとと終わらせて。
早く食べ放題に行きましょうよ。
Grin. Kameda-kun and I exchanged evil smiles. For some reason, there were a lot of camera flashes right then. It seemed like our dear journalist friends took it as a two worthy rivals smiling to acknowledge each other's strength. As I trotted over to first base, the camera flashes continued almost to the point they were annoying. When I got to first base, one of the reporters came over for an interview.
前原君、この亀田君との決着は甲子園でつけるつもりですか？
Things seemed like they were about to get too big for me. Maybe I should just be honest and confess that I'm not really into baseball.
甲子園？俺は日本球界なんて初めから興味ないんだ。悪いな。
Whoa! This man, right from the start, he was always aiming for the world. He might become Japan's first ever big leaguer. What? The conversation was getting fantastically out of hand. Oh, I don't care anymore. I'll strike a guts pose for the cameras in desperation.
よっしゃ。作戦通りケイちゃんが出塁したね。
次はさとこちゃんの打順だね。どうするんだろう。どうするんだろう。さあ、でっかいホームランでサヨナラ勝ちですわよ。
Satoko stepped up to the plate, waving the bat around. The reporters couldn't hold back their laughter, maybe because they had just seen this battle with me. Maybe my Bar-kun finally got on base, but now it's all over. I see, so this is why Kameda-kun intentionally walked him. He didn't even fight it, he waited for an easier opponent for the final out. But to avoid a direct confrontation like that, we can't make light of him. That Keiichi Maibara.
さあ、亀田さん、いらっしゃいませ。
That face.
バカにするな。俺を誰だと思っているんだ？ケイさん。いや、前原さんならともかく、お前ごときに遅れなど取るものか。
Whenever this girl stepped up to the bat, she had swung wildly and missed, striking out every time. This might sound rude, but however much Kameda-kun holds back, I don't think she'll be able to hit a home run. I could hear the reporters declaring that there was no way a comeback would happen. Wait, what? Satoko, she swung wildly and missed every single time she stepped up to the bat. She swung after a sound that ended, completely mistiming it. I could hear disappointed voices coming from those rooting for Hinamizawa. It's only natural. Every single batter has struck out. Even if worse come to worse, no one would get a hit. And that's why it didn't sound strange when Kameda-kun said this.
お前ごときに本気で投げても仕方がないな。チャンスだ。次の一球は下投げでのんびり投げてやる。一発くらいヒットを打ってお母ちゃんに自慢できる種にさせてやる。
Underhanded? Underhanded is how softball pitches, I think. Of course, these lines were all part of the plot too. From out of the corner of his eye, Kameda-kun gives me a look. Was that all right?
ああ、いい感じだぞ。実にさりげない。亀田、お主も演技派よの。
いえいえ、計算ほどではとてもとても。でへへへへ。
Even that exchange was seen as a heated and enthusiastic by the reporters.
でも計算、いくら手を抜いて投げてもこの子本当に打てるんですかね。
いいからお前は決められた通りに投げろ。俺にはなんとなく分かってる。
Our exchange over Kameda-kun moved from set position into a pitching stance. Oh, another CG. See, I told you we have a lot of CGs in this chapter.
手加減の球を投げなさいな。大ホームランにして差し上げますわ。
She had struck out every time she was at the bat. When I heard that, my vague ideas became firm beliefs. And out of Kameda-kun's hand comes a slow, lazy pitch as though they were playing catch. Now, normal people would probably be able to hit it, but for Satoko, who had been striking out the whole time, just when people started to think that way, the members of our club had already realized that Satoko's trap had begun. It was true. Striking out constantly today had all been laying the groundwork for this moment. an act, all to make it feel like Kameda-kun letting off the gas wasn't strange at all. Which meant, in other words, that Satoko would hit that home run. Look at Kameda-kun on the left side, look at his face. Whoa! She got it! Look at it go!
走る必要もありませんわね。
The super huge home run Satoko hit disappeared over the roof of the school. The reporters lost their words at the sight, and then roars of applause. Despite this being what we'd anticipated, I can't help but stare in a mute amazement at the gorgeous home run. Satoko strutted over to first base.
ほらほら、何をしてますの、ケイイチさん。二塁は向こうでございますのよ。
さとこお前野球得意なんだろ。
Satoko grinned, showing her fang-like canines in reply. Come to think of it, she played baseball a lot with Tomita-kun and the others during lunch, didn't she? The fact that they always invited her to play meant she was by no means bad at all.
それを全て大振りの凡退だ。しかも亀田くんが登場する前からだろ。たくつくづく最後の最後に何か仕掛けるやつだな。
いつも言ってましたよ。罠は一つ。それも最後の最後で本当にさりげないくらいで十分なんでしたよ。
Damn it, that sounded kinda cool. Basically, she was bragging about hitting the ball. But when Satoko did it, it looked so cool. We crossed home plate in order, me, then Satoko, and completed our walk-off home run. Our teammates welcomed us back with their blessing. My Bar-san, that was amazing, totally cool. I never thought it would happen. Tomita-kun and Nakumura-kun praised me as well.
どうだ見たかよ富田くん岡村くん。見事ひっくり返してやったぜ。
レナもかっこよかったと思うよ。お疲れ様。
なんのこんなの軽い仕事だぜ。
I briskly clapped my hands against Rena's outstretched palm.
さとこもあっぱれ。最後は豪快に決めてくれたね。
私を誰だとお思いですの？
Man, I can't underestimate her. Satoko Hojo.
ケイちゃんも見事だったよ。よくあの亀田を口説き落とせたね。
口先の魔術師なのです。
リカちゃんそれ褒め言葉じゃないと思うな。
しかし本当にケイイチさんでなくてはできない荒技ですわね。私にはとても真似できませんわ。ぜひ今度私にもご教示いただきたいですわね。
あんな荒技をさとこがこなしたら想像するのも恐ろしい。くれぐれも真似はしないでくれよな。
After declaring the match over, the umpire came to us.
いやまさか本当に勝てるとは。
Wait, so he was the umpire? I thought he was the coach for the team.
驚きましたよ。
さとこなら打てるって言ったでしょ。全然信じてくれないんだからな。
The umpire scratched his head apologetically and apologized to Satoko, smiling dryly.
それにケイイチくんだってすごかったでしょ。ケイイチくんってここ一番で本当に頼りになる人なんですよ。
いやーゴルフクラブで乱入してきた時は本当に大丈夫かと思いましたけど、あの亀田くんとの行き詰まる攻防は手に汗を握りましたよ。
Right, that breaking farce. I quirked a wry smile? Wry smile, probably, right? Not even the Buddha would have realized that while everyone thought this was a fair match, Kameda-kun and I were thinking about our evil, desert-violating ways.
さて監督、約束ちゃんと覚えてるよね。
Oh, see? Coach?
これは仕方がありませんね。
Honestly, remember in... What do you call this? Chapter 1, right? In the ending there, when Mian was saying, like, I want to show you to the director or something like that, right? I think it's probably this guy, right? Because, yeah, he's the coach. So, and Keiichi was doing a lot of baseball in Chapter 1, right? On pretty much the ending. I guess Mian wanted to introduce him to Keiichi. But, yeah, then Keiichi killed them both, right? Afterwards. So it really was a baseball stuff, I mean.
やったねやったね。ケイチくん、これで明日はバーベキュー大会だよ。
Rena clapped her hands and we all began to dance with joy. Kameda-kun and our other teammates were jumping up and down too.
なんだバーベキュー大会？おいおい、一体どういう話になってるんだ？
今日の試合に勝てたら高級お肉いっぱいのバーベキュー大会を振る舞ってくださるって約束になってましたの。亀田さんの登場で一時は危うかったですが、圭一さんの活躍で見事獲得できましたのよ。
I see, so that's what this was about. It was certainly not a game we could have lost.
入江は大散財でかわいそなのです。
Irie.
参ったな。でも約束ですからね。
私たちは食うときは情け容赦なく食うからね。何しろ育ち盛りだし。はっいいかいみんな、明日は徹底的に食いまくるよ。
All of the members of the Hinamizawa fighters raised their fists high in the air and cheered. Rika-chan was petting the head of the umpire who was smiling painfully at the off-kilter remarks. He gave her his head and it looked like he was about to cry. It looked like the price of victory would be pretty big.
参ったな。でも仕方ないね。約束ですから。お肉とかを買いにお買い物に行かないとな。
監督、約束通り牛肉は高級なのお願いね。野菜ばっかり買って安上がりにしたら許さないからね。
The umpire, whom they were calling Coach, grinned dryly, crestfallen. Umpire? Coach? The uniform he was wearing had Hinamizawa Fighters written on it. Oh, so he's not just an umpire, he's actually our team's coach.
前原くんでよかったですか？お名前。はい。前原くんの出塁がなければありえない逆転でした。ぜひ明日のバーベキューにはいらしてください。いや、それよりもぜひうちのチームに入りませんか？あなたとなら喧嘩を制覇できるかも。
監督、まあその話は置いといて、今はお財布の心配だけをなさいませ。
Despite the coach being an adult, everyone seemed to get along very well with him. Coach.
よろしくお願いしますね。Hinamizawaファイターズ監督の入江ですよ。
He extended his hand to me. I firmly grasped it with my own in reply.
前原です。よろしく。
Then the coach took his other hand and began to stroke mine softly.
すべすべなお手手ですね。
きめも細かいし、お手入れも実にいい感じです。はあ、さわさわ。
はあちょっと
当家のメイドたちにもこれくらいの肌のお手入れはするよう厳命しなくてはいけないですね。お手入れの悪いメイドたちにはお仕置きお仕置き。
メイド何の話をしてるんですか？
はあ、こんなすべすべな手でご奉仕ご奉仕。はあ。
What is happening with this episode, man? Peoples and their pleasures, right? The coach's eyes were spellbound, and as his delusions floated through his very own magical universe, he made a supremely satisfied smile. How do I put this? Who the hell is this guy?
面食らってる面食らってる。
監督はちょっと変わってる人なの。でもとっても面白い人なんだよ。
I felt like he couldn't measure him by saying strange or funny. I really didn't think we'd get along. Snap. The other self in my mind made a witty retort for some reason.
ほら、いい加減になさいませ。ケイジさんも嫌がっておりましたよ。
はあ、すべすべ。
The coach didn't try to take his hand off mine until Satoko hit him with a threefold wash bucket attack, causing him to faint. It is over. Higurashi, when they cry. Oh, tips again. Satoko's trap course advanced this time. Oh, with Irie. It was a peaceful lunch break. Peaceful?
なんだ？
今廊下からすごいのが聞こえた。なんだろう。
We rushed into the hallway, and to our surprise, Coach was there with a water bucket overturned on his head.
監督、大丈夫？
いやー、やられましたね。皆さん、こんにちは。
Coach greets us cool and calm.
どうしたんですか監督？学校に来るなんて珍しい。
いやー、お仕事の絡みでして、私毎週学校には来てるんですよ。ここしばらくは何事もなかったので、すっかり油断してました。
さとこちゃんの罠は忘れた頃に来ますからね。大丈夫ですか、服？
いえいえ、ちょうど行水がしたいと思ってたところですからね。実に涼しくていいですよ。
さすが監督、ちょっとやそっとのことでは怒らない。その辺が大人って感じだよね。
She was right. If I were Coach, I would have started running around with a bucket still on my head looking for her. His adult way of not getting mad at every little child's prank was admirable.
いいですか、前原さん。こういうのは考え方一つで腹立たしくも愉快にもなるんです。要は受け止め方一つなんですよ。
水バケツを丸ごと食らってそれだけクールにいられる秘訣があるならぜひご教授を願いたいです。
例えば明治から続く古式ゆかしい旧家があるとします。そこには大勢の使用人としてメイドさんが雇われているとします。もちろん大きな家ですから、ベテランのおつぼね様と化したメイド長から新米のピチピチしたメイドさんまでがたくさんいるのです。ほら、想像できますか？ほら。ほら。
A space filled with dreamy maids in pink and peach adorned with frills and headbands with Coach at their center began to spread out before me.
新米メイドたちはそのピチピチさと初々しさでご主人様の寵愛を一身に。でもそれが先輩メイドたちには許せないのです。断るごとに難癖をつけ、いじめていじめていじめ抜いて、ほらまだこんなに埃が残っていますよ。ああ、すみません。もう一度やり直し。バシャー。バケツを逆さにぶっかけられるメイドさん。びしょ濡れのメイドさんが泣きそうになりながらそれでもけなげに、はあはあ、メイド
なんだか知んないけど楽しそう。レナもメイドさんいいな。
ああ、もうレナまで感化されてきた。ほらケイちゃんもいつまでも監督の世界に浸っていない。
これさえなければ監督も決して悪い人じゃありませんのに。
北条聡子さん発見。聡子さん、これは何ざます？まだ埃が残ってるざますよ。おおおお、お仕置き、お仕置きざます。
にゅにゅ。
Coach plucked Satoko up and started giving her a spanking.
さとこちゃんかいい。
天才的な読みでトラップを操る聡子がどうしてこの顛末までは読めないのか実に不思議だぞ。
そうかな。これはさとこちゃんの望んだ結末だと思うな。
この結末を聡子が望んだ？それはどういう意味だよ。
人にこういういたずらをしたら絶対に相手は怒って追いかけてくるよね。そういうのもコミュニケーションだと思わない？
そんなコミュニケーションすごく嫌だぞ。普通に挨拶から入ってこんにちはってことにはならんのか。
あれ、ケイチ君聞いたことない？いたずらばかりしてる人ってね、人に構ってもらいたくて仕方がない寂しがり屋さんなんだって。
Rena gave a cold smile and laughing abruptly explained.
だからさとこちゃんの罠にかかったらちゃんと怒ったり笑ったりしてさとこちゃんを追いかけてほしいの。そういう猫の甘え髪みたいなの可愛いと思わないかな。きっとここで驚いて飛びのきますわ。だからここに仕掛ければ絶対にかかりますの。
Sadako, regaling us with her trap philosophy, was improving the already brutal trap hell in the mountain. And Rena was right, and her traps are to get people to pay attention to her. Then all of these traps on this mountain were basically a crystallized form of those feelings. Alone with Rika-chan, setting up a trap after trap after trap in the mountains. Always waiting for someone to fall into them. But nobody needed to come to this mountain in the first place. Without a doubt, she and Rika-chan had spent a lot of time imagining how victims caught in their traps would react. Sadako separated for so long from her beloved Nini, Satoshi. With her stubbornness, she never once said that she wanted him to come home. But all the traps sleeping on the mountains told me how Satoko really felt.
聞いてますの、ケイイチさん。
あ、ごめん。なんだって？
このように木の幹に釘を一本打ちつけただけでも立派なトラップになるんですのよ。ちょうどあそこで転げてここに額を打ちつければ痛いですわよ。
釘の頭に人間トンカチってわけか。それは痛そうだな。
このトラップはきっと悪い悪人を懲らしめる強力なトラップになりますわよ。 んな悪党がかかるか楽しみでございますわね。
そこでなんで俺をチラチラ見るんだよ。俺にこれに引っかかってほしいと思ってんのか。さすがにこれは大怪我するぞ。このトラップはちょっとやめとけ。
そうですの？まあ確かに愛がないトラップはダメでございますからね。ではその悪党もちゃんと改心したらかからないように少し釘の位置を。
Sadako immersed herself in adjusting the nail's position. Traps of love, huh? Maybe Coach was right. Just by reacting a little differently, everything changes. Come to think of it, maybe you can feel humor and warmth even when Sadako traps gets you.
できましたよ。この絶妙な位置でしたら完璧ですわ。いかがです、ケイチさん？
完璧だな。このトラップに引っかかる悪党が現れるといいな。
現れない方がいいに決まってますわ。
It looked a little painful, but I considered coming here sometime and getting caught in it. Okay, so yes, we finished this episode today. So it was very fun again. Very nice, I mean. Doing baseball, and it's nice that we have new characters, right? Like Kameda. I mean, Kameda, we're probably not gonna see him ever again. And yeah, Irie, Coach Irie. So I guess it kind of connects to the first chapter, right? When Mian was saying the director and something. I forgot the actual line, but yeah, she mentioned something like that, right? So it was probably Irie. Mian wanted to introduce Keiichi to him because Keiichi was swinging a bat in the first chapter, right? A lot. And Mian was like, oh, maybe he wants to play baseball, right? So maybe I want to introduce him to Irie. And then afterwards, a tragedy happened, right? And yeah, we didn't see him there. So it was probably him. Most likely it is him. So yes, we'll end our episode there. And we're going to continue this and do more of Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 3, Tatarigoroshi in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye-bye.